There's a video Ryan Hoover released called "Fuck Your Lineage,"
Okay.
where he talked about your lineage is no fight predictor. Where do you stand in agreement or disagreement with his thoughts on that?
Yes, all of the above. Agree and disagree. I mean, I agree that, you know, when it comes down to mano y mano, you versus the person on the street, it's your fight. It doesn't matter who's taught you, it matters how much you paid attention and what you've learned and you've been able to apply that into a real situation. So it doesn't, your lineage isn't going to help you when it comes down to the street. That being said, your lineage is important. It's important in many ways for me. One is just your respect. Obviously, you know, you respect who you learn from. Two, a lot of times when you're training with people that may be a part of that same art or similar lineage, for me it helps when I know, okay, I'm training this guy who learned from, you know, the Ino Santo Kali system, right? For example, that's their lineage. So being a little familiar with that, the way that they train, I can teach to that individual better because I know what he knows, you know, based on, and a lot of times I can watch someone move, and if I know their instructor, I can see who their instructor is based on the way that they've moved. You know, people will mimic the way that they're taught. They'll watch people, they'll watch subtle nuances and pick that up. And so, you know, your lineage is important, yes, but it's not going to help you when it comes down to you versus that bad guy on the street.
So you agree with Ryan Hoover in that respect, that it's not a fight predictor. Actually, what you mentioned was very interesting because it can actually work against you. If I know your lineage, I have some idea of how you're going to move and what you're going to do.
Potentially. I mean, if you kind of put it that way, absolutely. You know, realistically, I think people that train and have dedication and discipline to train in martial systems of various ways, shapes, and forms, hopefully, and for the most part, in general, are people that aren't going to go out picking fights with each other on the street, you know. And so that's, you know, in general, you know, there's a lot of popularity of schools, and some instructors are more interested in making money rather than screening who they teach. But absolutely, if I know someone, if I'm familiar with the lineage, I know what their strengths are, I know what their weaknesses are, I know what school they come from. These guys train a lot in this range and this distance and whatnot. Then I'll avoid their strengths and stick to areas that they may not be as strong in. So it can work against you too if you know someone's lineage and are familiar with the way they train.
Right on. Thanks for your thoughts.
Yeah,
I appreciate
no
it.
Yeah.